Hey guys, we're back with Fake Grand Order. I need to do the White Day event. I forgot about that. Anyway, we're in the middle of fighting Gort. Great. I was going to do this all in one video, this section 22, I think. But then I saw that it's like probably gonna take me over 2 hours total, counting the fights that I'm gonna cut down, right? So I figured, okay, instead of that, how about I just split it in two? Because there are 2 really long arrows. So I'm gonna do the first 2 health bars now, and then the next video will have the rest of it. Oh geez, the screen region is way off. There. Ort's on the move again, still heading for Mexico City. Right, so Ort went to phase 2. The odds are already stacked against us. We'll just hit a chance if it absorbs the sun too. We have to stop it from reaching Mexico City, no matter what. But then, we can't do that, can we? I think our only choice here is to change our strategy and make a hasty exit. I don't care if this is impossible, I'm doing it. That's the most intense stare you've ever given me. Come on, technical advisor, say something. Dude, we can't deny the impossible. That's why we're gonna follow Dumu's advice and keep attacking. Horsey, I want you to keep up the remote summons from here. Sure to take a 5-minute break every half hour. Gordy, maintain a 2-kilometer distance from Ort at all times. Kadok, man the machine gun and shoot down any seas that try to come after us. Oh, Kadok's doing something. Bashu, deploy this distance. You'll never make it back, so no fighting Ort for a while. You stay here and keep the shadow borders safe with Kadok. I agree. Even if we can't stop Ort from reaching Mexico City, we should keep hitting it as much as we can. Not just to keep acquiring combat data, to increase our chance of victory in battle to come, even if only a little. I swear, I'm surrounded by idiots. I mean, if we don't stop them, we die, so we might as well try to stop them. Like, if they exit, like, at best, they survive in the bleached world and, you know, eventually die due to lack of supplies. Might as well go for it. Alright, then take your motion sickness spells now while you still can. You thought my driving was wild before. You're really in for a shock now. W, the seatbelts won't fit you, so grab a railing. Of course! I have to stay with you all for as long as I possibly can. I'll miss that dino, bro. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so I'll show this fight. Maybe I won't even edit out either of them. They should be, well, if it's only 2. We'll see. I guess I could use this as a time to start talking about the Lost Belt. Because I think there's only 1 battle after this, and, you know, that's what I usually do on the final boss. Yeah, okay, so it's... That's 6 health bars? I can't see anymore. There's Gyudo's face. Foreigner! What do I have left for foreigners? Okay, yeah, so I kept Quetzalcoatl. I could use Kiara? I did look at this fight, there is a limit now. We have 5 turns until he just does his 1-shot. Or what I assume was a 1-shot. I think Kiara is our best bet against foreigner. Wait. And... now the time to break out Castoria? It might be, actually. Yeah, okay, let's do it. I think the fight gets easier after the first 2 break bars, if I heard it right. Maybe. Like, oh yeah, this Lost Belt, I mean, that's tough. Like, I still do think this Lost Belt is not nearly as good as I hoped it would be. Like, its main problem, I've said this about a lot of things, it's too long. Have I talked about this recently? I swear I've already said this. But I'll say it again. Just, oh, like every time I use a skill, it uses damage though. Okay, we can go with just that. Because we'll use the skills next turn. But like, if it was like, I don't know, like 30% shorter, I'd probably like it more. Like, it does have a big problem. Well, not. It has a problem where it's too long because, well, so how do I phrase this? Like, it's not complex enough to be this long, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a story about survival, right? There's no like real ideology behind it. We're fighting bad guys. Well, that's not necessarily bad guys. It's not what you should phrase it. Galactica Supercell. Well, or it's a bad guy. Or a bad spider. I thought he was like he had like a form. Paradigm inflation. Another attack up. Okay, this is gonna take a little while. Nice knowing you guys. Like, do I let Castoria die? I think we want to go for the chain. Like, we have a turn limit. We can't just stall him out. But I mean, I think I've already said all of that. So like, more specifics. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I am disappointed that Kadok basically never did anything. Like, he was brought back in Trom. He did a little there. I wanted more out of him, but he did a bit there. But you know, I was always left wanting more out of him, and just we never got it. Like, if you removed him from Lost Belt 7, he'd lose out on a little bit, but not much, right? Like, he's basically just there to give like a different perspective on some things. Okay, Castoria's dead. Defense down. Oh, is it only buffs that makes it do that? Because I debuffed him and he didn't do it. I'm hoping that isn't a Pierce. Oh wait, no. That. We're not gonna break this. But I guess like, okay, what I'm talking about, like, I guess the Danos, like, I think just a little too much time was spent on them. Like, it spends a lot of time saying, oh yeah, they're all one-track minds, they're all the same thing, but then also it goes out of the way to show exceptions to the rule, because you know it's the Nasuverse. Every rule has an exception. Bakub and Depew, and even Wakchan. Really, all the named Danos. Well, were the Saku Bros named? I don't remember. We almost got them, but I would have cut the story time chapter down a lot. Like, that's the part where I was complaining about it a lot, because like even in real time I was like, what's the point of this? It's so long. Oh, did you see Gudo's face there? He's looking even more exhausted. Let's bring a saber out. Like, we don't need anyone too tough. Siegfried, Sumanai. I mean, is Orda a dragon? He's pretty much a dragon. And who else can we throw out? Steel? Steel have a... I don't even have his third skill. It's like that with Robin Hood. I think he died, so you won't see that I didn't have his third skill, but I guess it's from a rank up quest that I never did. They have a lot of those in the backlog, and like, I don't want to do the one with 5 arrows. Those ones take forever. This is a buster up, right? No? Have I... Oh, I don't think I've done the... Whoops. That? No, that doesn't trigger it. I think Geo is offensive, right? It's not offensive? Okay. Okay. This might be more than one turn. I don't think I've ever used this. Wow. Amazing. There's really just not a lot to say about this last spell. Like, obviously it's a little premature. We haven't seen the climax yet. Like, David was cool, but he didn't really have a lot of screen presence. Cascada Lapolka, like, I don't really have strong opinions. Only 40k? He's okay. Watch them die. But please don't. Galactica suit. Okay, Chio's dead. Right. Okay. Does this trigger it? No. Does this trigger it? Does this trigger it? No. Is it only when you use an attack up on yourself? Mighty chain. Or is that a mighty chain? I don't know what you call that. Oh god, it's not gonna be enough, is it? Oh wait, the crit? Oh my... Sumanai. How many times has that happened that we left the health bar off with like just one hit you left? I think it's the third time now? That's unlucky. More reloading, which is always fun. I don't think I've got any of this out. What else is there to say then? Like I'm sure you guys already know my thoughts on this, but I don't like when there's just an enemy group who is just like the bad guys, which is basically what the Ocelotl are, right? Like we never interact with them, we never, you know, see any of them besides this Kali, who is, you know, he's a character. And I just don't like that kind of thing, which is part of why I like, you know, Fate Stay Nights, well, the Fate series so much, is even usually the enemies are, you know, developed characters. They have wants and desires and, you know, ideals, and maybe the Ocelot will have that, right? But we never see that. We never, you know, confront them about it. It's just, you know, us fighting each other, you know, for survival. You know, the main themes of the Lost Belt, obviously, but still. Okay. Bye, Lord. Bye, Carmilla. Bye, Carmilla. Okay. So now we got is it 2 arrows or 1? I know 1's really long. I assume that's gonna be Ord reaching Mexico City. And it, you know, it's like you know, classic final boss has to get their power up. Like DC Ray, right? I like how DC Ray does its progression on its routes. That's a total tangent. Those who rule the planet. Oh yeah, look at Gudo over there. Is this the 5th stratum? Yes. What's the map looking like? I assume that's the sun right there. So how are we summoning servants? Are we staying behind in the underworld and summoning them? Or are we following him and just summoning anyway? I forget the exact rules about that. Like, I know we can summon better in the underworld, but I think after we got our command spells, we can summon elsewhere, but it's harder, maybe? I don't know. A storm is coming. A storm bent on reclaiming its heart, the sun, destroying the world. Although I wonder if like Tenochtitlan or someone is gonna like stop Ord from getting the sun. Every surviving Ocelotl gathered in Mexico City. The tree of happiness seeds ravaged those living in settlements scattered across the jungle. Mexico City was the last hope of those unable to fight. It's the last bastion of safety when all others fell. The warrior Ocelotl took up their firearms and went to war with the seeds flocking outside Mexico. Now the seeds are gone. The storm is approaching. Even an hour ago, they could see the storm approaching from Mictlan's lower strata with their own eyes. They saw fierce gusts tearing trees from the ground, a rainbow light that tore animals apart from the inside out, and an enormous flying saucer nearly as big as the city itself. The Ocelot understood that remaining in Mexico City meant death. They knew their only hope of survival was to evacuate at once, pray for the storm to pass. Even so, not one of them chose to flee. Not one? Like you're saying there's not one guy who was like, let's get, oh hey, Wakub, what are you idiots thinking? What do you expect to do with those weapons? Can't you see that monster? It's coming for the sun. Mexico City is finished. Just come with me and we'll run away. Hell, you should be honored. You, Ocelot, have the chance to serve as a priest bodyguard. Huh? You're moving further into the city? You're really so desperate for battle? Dang it all. Came all this way only to learn that the Ocelot were even more useless than I could have imagined. Fools. Listen to me. Dang you, pardon my French. Fighting that thing will make no difference. Mictlan will never be yours. Tezcatlipoca and the Crypt were your last hope. They're nowhere to be seen. Who are you even fighting for at this point? Did his Kali order you to do this? Try to protect the city for your king? No, not for king. You can speak my language? Oh yeah, what? He's good at that. Finally learned. Now I understand you now. We don't fight for king. Fight for city. Fight for Mictlan. We want to keep living in Mictlan. Want to be smarter. Want children laugh more. That's why we fight. Not for God. For our world. Okay, see, that's I was just talking about this. That's the kind of characterization I would have wanted, like, you know, spread out more throughout the Lost Belt. If destroy altar, sun go back there. Only just claim control of the sun. Or to send it back to Chicken Itza. It's not that they don't understand, or in fact, they understand it perfectly. They know they're all going to die here. They're still trying to protect the sun, even though it won't benefit them at all. What would a youngster like you know? Barely been around for 300 cycles. Oh, why are you even telling me this? As far as I'm concerned, you apes are... Me know. You bad Danos. You betrayed Danos to escape here. But no hate you. You always want live. Most Danos no see us. But to you, we're rivals. You only one. So hard. Must hurry. Yeah! That's not going to do anything, you dang ape! You don't even know how it works. Get out of the way. The altars are just for decoration. Remember the stone you stole from Chicken Itza? Sun's drawn to that. Yes, that's it. Give it here. I'll put it back where it came from. Good. Now me can go fight too. Put it back, like, go put it back in Chicken Itza, or... We give you this. Change for carrying stone. Chosen by fate. Grand order. Oh, hey! Is that the same one we got? What is this, an ape skull? Guess I'll make a decent snack. Be already lucky be chosen by fate. You get chance, pass on to next hero. Wait, dang it! Aren't you even gonna say goodbye? What's your name? Even you apes have names, right? Uh-huh, have name. Kuatamak, given by king, not god. What's the, trying to see if that's a reference to something or if it means anything. Kuatamak. Former Huitlatani of the Aztecs. He was an Aztec ruler, the last Aztec emperor. He was the cousin of the late Emperor Montezuma II. Okay. He ascended the throne when Tenochtitlan was being sieged by the Spanish and devastated by an epidemic of smallpox. Okay. Names sound heroic. Given my great father. You want to go off to die? Be my guest. You might be an idiot, not about to mock your free spirit. You and I are the same in that regard. I'll return something I helped steal in the first place. Doubt anyone else has ever done anything so idiotic in the entire history of Mictlan. So infuriating. I don't think I ever realized it before. In some ways, every bit as reckless as you. And so, the priest flew for Chicken Itza, cursing the young ocelotl all the while. Neither knew that Cuauhtémoc, which means descending eagle, was the name of the last Aztec king in proper human history. A valiant young ruler who assumed the throne in Spain-occupied Tenochtitlan after Montezuma II died. He fought back against invaders to the last with only a few hundred of his subjects by his side. See, like, that's the kind of thing I would have wanted, like, earlier, like there should have been an ocelotl, not counted as Iskali because he's not one, right, who, you know, had any amount of time on the screen. Okay, Horsey, that's 30 minutes. Unless you want to die of hypoxia, take a breath to catch your breath. Take a break to get your breath. 6 kilometers to go until Ort reaches Mexico City. Gonna breach the walls in about 5 minutes. The Osma are doing their best to drive it back. Their weaponry. Dang, I knew it wouldn't be enough. How much stronger is that thing gonna get once it takes back its heart? Speaking of its heart, the sun? I think it's moving? Really? Breathlessly watching the monitor. You're right, it is. That tiny heat source the Solar Sojourn? Moving towards Chicken Itza. Those bio waves belong to Vakub. Seems he's carrying it back there. Wait, really? Don't know what caused this change of heart, but we're saved! The sun goes back to Chicken Itza, then we can defend it with the storm mortar. Problem is, Ort is gaining on him. He's not gonna make it. It's only a matter of time until the supercell swallows the Solar Sojourn whole. But Coop really is carrying it. That'll be the end. Sun will never make it all the way back to Chichen Itza. Tenochtitlan's gonna do something. Come on. Pterosaurs are light and fast. Then carrying the Solar Sojourner is carrying him, slowing him down. Order's moving faster than Coop can fly. In another minute, he'll be caught up in the storm. There are truly no gods willing to help here in Mictlan. Oh, Kukulkan instead? Oh, no, Tenochtitlan. Well, kinda, sort of. Order's about to reach Mexico City's perimeter. The Oslama's defenders have retreated to the city center. Okay, yeah, she's showing up. They're putting up a valiant fight, but of course they're going to fight. They're not going to give up. Doesn't matter what age you're from. Why do you need to protect your home from invaders, whatever they are? The most human impulse in the world. Huh? Well, they're monkeys though. Hang on, what's going on with those heat sources in the city? Is it just me? Are they unusually hot? Detecting a huge amount of magical energy all throughout Mexico City. It's Divine Spirit class Spirit Origin signal. Not like anyone will still be there. Who would want to protect a home they have no attachment to? Well, that's fine for me. The middle of a deserted city should be a perfect place to disappear after watching Mictlan's final moment. Okay, yeah. No way. Couldn't believe the report of my senses. Oslama were flocking together everywhere I looked. Their cheers were so loud that they were going to shatter my eardrums. Not one of them fled. They all banded together and armed themselves to hold off the invader the best they could. I want to stay in this place as long as I can. I want to live in this beautiful city forever. They were downright jubilant to fight for their home. But that doesn't mean they weren't afraid. They were all prepared to die in this battle. No way we'll make it home alive. This place will be our grave. But even so, we're going to fight. Even if no one is left, the time we spent here, the joy we experienced here, is still worth fighting for. This isn't a fight between two groups of living beings. It's a fight to protect what they love from a literal flying disaster. This will be their last battle. Battle to protect the home they valued as much as their own life. Moving Spirit Origin into twin temples, transforming city waterways into magical circuits, directing Spirit Core into Ignition Constellation Nahui Zalati. It sounds cool, so she's powering up. What in the world are they thinking? Do they think dying in battle will get them into heaven? Yeah, they probably do. Beliefs like that were common in the Aztec world. Anyone could be worthy as long as they died fighting. Might very much made right, no matter who that might belong to. That only applied when warriors are fighting other warriors. Those who died in accidents or from illness were sent to a different underworld. Only Tezcatlipoca's paradise would welcome those who died in disasters or from natural disasters causes. And Tezcatlipoca isn't here anymore. Now that he's dead, there's no god left to save them. That's a cool line. Guess that means it's up to me then. Can't believe it. You think I was some earnest, joyless, stick-in-the-mud teacher's pet? Well, don't make me laugh. Just want to avoid hassle as much as I can. Rather avoid anything strenuous if I can help it. I hate doing anything that doesn't benefit me. And yet, I definitely can't fight anymore. Just turning my head hurts, all the same. Dual God Combination System Total Author Heist. Activating Heart of the City. Giant robot! Of course! Get the hell out of my city, you goddamn invader! Of course. How could there not be a giant mecha to fight Orc? Is that Tenochtitlan's noble phantasm? It's even bigger than when she fought us. For that matter, the entire city is her noble phantasm. Okay, well, Goodo has to be excited. She's actually holding Ort back. This is amazing. He doesn't care about that. He's just seeing a cool robot. Ooh, she looks like a bucket wheel excavator. The largest and most awe-inspiring piece of heavy machinery in all of human history. Sorry? A bucket wheel excavator? I've not heard of that one. You mean you don't know, Senpai? Bucket wheel excavators are 200-meter long, truly incredible digging machines. Wait, is it? Hold on. I think I know what they're talking about. I've never heard that name for it though. Bucket wheel excavator. Oh no, that's not what I was. Oh geez, those things look cool. I don't think I've seen one of those. I see how they work though. No, I don't think Tenochtitlan looks anything like one. I bet she'd be real mad, pardon my French, off if she heard you guys call her that, but I do know what you mean. Now's not the time to be geeking out over heavy machinery. Gordy, make for Chicken Itza. While Tenochtitlan buys us time, we're gonna follow the sun. This time, we'll throw everything we've got at Ord in the second underworld. Why the second one? Oh, no, okay, sorry, I mixed up the naming scheme. No, I get it, okay. I thought they meant the second stratum, which is where King Brody is. Yeah! Didn't take long for me to run out of steam. Really only managed to put up a decent fight at the start. Unable to stop my gears from spinning, the pillars that made up my arms crumbled back into stone. The Amotalotl is me. What wounds the city also wounds me. It hurts. It hurts! Tears of pain sting my eyes as I scream. Furious regret that I didn't stop sooner slams into me like a ton of bricks. The moment my soul weakens, the city will be reduced to rubble. How pathetic. Couldn't even last a minute. What was the point of me making my stand? Such an idiot. All I got for my efforts were pain and a sense of powerlessness. Can't protect anything. Couldn't in ages gone by. Couldn't here in this lost bout either. This has been nothing more than an agonizing reminder of that failure. But just as I was about to collapse, oh, they get power, friendship, power up! Tears spilled down my cheeks as I began openly sobbing. Furious, mystified joy that they never fled crashed over me like a wave. They're protecting me. Me. The city that was never defended. The city that never truly fought to protect itself. Me, the city once occupied by foreign invaders, then buried beneath the earth for not suiting their cultural tastes. I'm not buried yet. Not as long as there are still people who want to live. Maybe I can't stop you. Maybe the best I can do is slow you down for 2 minutes, not just 1. But that doesn't mean I'll give up. Is this what Gundam's like? I haven't seen Gundam. I rebuild my arms again and again, as many times as it takes, to protect their son, their dreams. My name is Tenochtitlan, the magnificent floating city worshipped by the greatest warriors. The heart of the Aztec world, I'll keep coming back no matter how many times I die. I am a little surprised they didn't bring Iskali back for that. Like, somehow. But come on, if they want, Natsu always finds a way to do that. Don't act like it's impossible. All the fun we had along the way. Best girl? Is that gonna be the end of the chapter or is a little more? Oh, okay. CG. Ah. Right. Of course. Should have realized that could happen. Ord is gone now. Changed course and kept going without so much as a second thought. Oh yeah, I guess no reason to go after the city. To it, we must have been nothing more than pebbles along the road. Bastard. But I guess it's okay. That means, well, sky is clearing up. Hear voices beautifully celebrating their victory. Half the city's destroyed. There are only a few Oslo men left. Soon, all of Mictlan will be gone too. Even so, I'm glad I did this. Glad I could protect your world. May have fought reluctantly right to the end. It's all worth it to see this. Goodbye, my city. Goodbye, my people. Goodbye, nosy Needle Chris. As you can see, I have no more heat, no more regrets in my heart. This is as far as my dream for the city goes. For this, Hummingbird falls back to the Lake of the Moon. She was a fun character. I wish we had seen more of her like that though. Like, we only saw her in a strictly antagonistic role. As Talalok slash Hummingbird. I forget the name of her second god. This, okay, yeah, we're still going. How long is this one? I don't have the guide up. I know the last area we're gonna do. I think we have one more after this is short. Was I asleep? I think I passed out standing up. We're about to leave the 5th stratum, enter the 4th stratum, which means we're coming up with the 2nd underworld. So far, we've only been chasing for it, but now we're taking the lead. Still too soon to go on the attack, though. Remain on standby and wait for instructions from the Storm Order. The Storm Order's figured out a way to do something about that supercell, huh? And it might improve our odds a bit. Sun's phasing through the 2nd underworld now. We can ensure it reaches chicken eats us safely by slowing Ort down in combat. Sun will never move farther than the 3rd stratum, so I suggest you not operate under the assumption we'll have another opportunity at the 2nd or 1st. Why not? The 2nd underworld is the last place we'll be able to muster our full strength, which makes this our final stand. Horsey? Hey! Yeah, what's up, Depew? No, never mind. Only called you because I was tense. Don't mind me. Focus on preparing for the next battle. You can see lines of death. Yeah, just lines of death. That's what they're called, right? He thinks it's like we're. I think how it works is like if you're injured or like close to death, you see more, right? Please don't push yourself too hard. Not that, being a non-combatant, I have any business saying so. Thanks to Pew. Alright, render the Obsidian Mountain range. Careful not to bite your tongues. And let's see, I'm thinking. How am I supposed to drive up the peak on a hellish mountain path like this? So, we know Benny Enma will be waiting there for us, along with the command room's plan for dealing with the supercell. I don't see what Benny Enma is gonna do. Like, obviously she's gonna have some cool scene. Like, King Protea, which is 100% gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna get this on or not. That's 50-50. But King Protea, obviously cool Kaiju battle, just like we had a cool mech battle. What's Benny Enma gonna do? Throw a mountain at him? That's our plan. At least in theory, it has an 80% chance of success. Do you foresee any problems with it? Do I? Don't see anything but problems with it, Chirp. How can you expect me to do all that? Just an ordinary improprietress. Oh, hey. I'm with Benny Enma here. Just what do you think we are, anyway? How could you treat me like this after you asked me to walk all the way here from my own underworld? Okay. I didn't know she could leave. Or is it only she can't leave when she's not an altar? Or I forget the reasoning behind that. Right, of course you feel that way. No, it's a lot to ask. There just isn't any other way. Will you help us? No, I'm out. Going back to the 1st underworld. Guardians die if they leave their underworld, you know? Only reason I'm not already gone is that I'm the strongest guardian around. Oh, okay, yeah, Nasuverse rules. So this nonsense is the best you can come up with? I'd rather fight Order in the 1st underworld. There, I can take it down no problem. After you, Horsey, and everyone else at Kaiju are long gone, obviously. I love her. Professor's plan is reckless, Chirp. Your ideas smell like a losing one too, Protea. That being said, this plan will never work unless you agree to it. I could try to do it myself. No one hesitated at the most crucial moment, Chirp. They haven't told us the plan, so it's guaranteed to succeed. Oh good, the Shadow Board is here. Only problem is, still haven't convinced the Guardians to help. Would you please try talking to them, Master? Maybe discussing this in person will help. Oh, they finally made it? Scrambling up these mountains must be hard for such puny humans. Perfect timing. Let's hear what Mashu and Horsey have to say. Chirp. Maybe they've got a better idea in mind. Kill him. Hey, good to see 2 servants we know we can count on again. But isn't my favorite Sakura face. Okay, Benny Enma, let's go with Caldea's plan. Why, they just see that Gudo is like a dead man walking? Can't stand to see him like this. Yeah. I agree, Chirp. I've already made my peace with this. Now I'm especially glad I've been training since I became a guardian. Chirp. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, I guess they are saving the climax for the chicken eats itself then. It's nothing. Now you stay in that little car of yours. I see you walking around trying to act all chipper right now. I just have to squish you. Love to make you a delicious dinner. Afraid that I'll have to wait until a little later. Chirp. Just make sure you stop making me say chirp. Just make sure you wash your hands thoroughly first. No matter how tired you are, good habits are still important. I don't know what brought on this change of heart. Whatever it is, I'm grateful for it. Alright then, Shadow Border Group, like you to remain on standby here. Once Ort reaches the 2nd underworld, Benny Enma and King Protea will execute our counterattack plan. Trismegistus II has analyzed and identified the organ generating that supercell. So, our plan is pretty much to grab it and hack it to pieces. Still going? Okay. Horsey looks so exhausted. Just agreed to the plan on the spot. Now that I think about it, this is like 90% on me, right? Don't you think it's awful of them to make a girl do heavy labor like this? No such thing as men's work or women's work. Just the right person for the job. Whatever you can do to help, that's what you should do. If it lines up with what you want to do, even better. In that sense, it was exhilarating to see you agree so quickly. I was a little worried, knowing how rebellious you became as an alter. Now I like you even more. Chirp. Don't bother. Not here to make friends. More importantly, don't you think it's time you went through alterization yourself already? That size, you only pass judgment on human opponents, right? Oh, right. Very well then. Pronounced by Sparrow Servitude. Oh, okay, that's... No matter how tasty the food served in the guest chambers may be, still like true flavor. Oh, the ultimate colorful sharp-edged flame knife. Terrifying as a ghostly whale, scorching the wintry sun, where Benny Enma the vermilion bird is needed, there she will go. This still isn't a costume for her, right? It's a cool design. Where the hell did that come from? Alright, the plan couldn't be simpler. Let's go over just to be sure. Hit him! You grab hold of the enemy and stop it from spinning. I slice the organ, creating that storm in half. Galactic supercell? Looks like quite the storm indeed. However, my sword mountains have a range of 4 Ri. Can easily cut a storm down to size. That's a Japanese, like an old Japanese measuring unit, right? I see. You do know our opponent's immortal, right? Got a plan for that? Our opponent cannot die. I'll simply apply the concept of death to them. Oh! Tepu! Get in there! As a matter of fact, First Hassan taught me a secret angel technique that only I can use here. Oh yeah, I forgot he kinda short up. Only Orga on the part of Sword Mountain my Sword Mountain's cut off, I'll make absolutely sure to kill it. Wait, seriously? Whatever you do, don't accidentally cut me with that move. I'll haunt your butt forever, pardon my French. As if you would ever become a ghost out of the Sarayashiki haunted platehouse. Worry not, I have no sword capable of cutting friends. That's also a cool line. Our job is to wait for an opportunity, then create a new one. As soon as the crew of the Shadow Border can make Ort falter for a moment, we make our move. Yeah, I don't want him to have to do any more mass summonings. Nothing I can do about that. Make sure you stop Ort, even just for a second, Horsey. We'll take it from there. Show you what an underworld guardian can do when we mean business. Hey, how long is a Ri anyway? It's about 4 kilometers. Oh, jeez. My game crashed right at the loading screen. Okay, so I guess I don't have to cut this out either, probably, right? Did I bring Quetzalcoatl? Hey, she's good for this. Do I have anyone Maeve? Kind of want to save Maeve for the end. Like, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm kind of saving my favorite servants for final bar or 2. But yeah, there's no way I lose this. I have so many servants still. Quetzalcoatl and do I want to? Wait, do I have Coin Sky still? The user? It's a little hard to tell. I don't see her with the assassins though. Okay, yeah. I use. Oh, this Coin Sky is still here. Can she generate stars? I don't remember. Let's use her. Okay, a Ri apparently. Well, a Japanese Ri. It's about 4 kilometers. Is that what it? I think it said 1 kilometer. Maybe it said 4 though, and I translated that in my head to mean 4 Ri. I don't know though. But they also used Ri in Korea and China. And I think they were different things. It just makes it confusing. Oh, that did. Oh, dang it. Wait, no, we can still use Quetzalcoatl. Never mind. Is that for herself or for everyone? Okay, no, that's for everyone. Oh, or it's not doing its thing anymore. Did that stop? Debuff to remove 3 debuffs for yourself and increase your attack. Oh, is that for debuffs then? We didn't debuff him though. We did buffs. Not sure. This is a buster up, right? And then this eat up the stars again. Okay, almost a guaranteed crit. I guess the quake. Let's see what this does. Okay. charge 300? Do I have it at MP3? No, right. Go, never mind. Go, this guy gives +2 on our second skill. Yeah, that's decent-ish, damn. Oh, did you see that? That's Fukub helping us. That's crazy. Right, so I was talking about the last spell, like, I was on. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take a couple servants. Talking about like the Ocelotl before, right? Like, which is very weird timing, given they just got their scene. What do? Use attack for yourself. Heavy special damage to all. Move attack ups and decrease buster resistance. It's probably worth it then. Or yeah, I think so. Then I'll do this. Okay. Yeah, weird timing for it. Like, there's not really a lot to say about this last belt though. Like, despite it being so long, just. Like, I will say, if this last belt was like, I don't know, even like the length of like Anastasia, right? I think it'd be one of my favorites. So I do think it has strengths. Just like I've said multiple times, the period of time between meeting up with Chaldea in like section 7-ish and then up until like the third underworld just drags on and on. Although I am like more likely to complain about these things as a oh yeah, we can see that in battle. It's having fun. Like, given I record this, you know, reading like you know, like a 5-minute scene takes like, I don't know, let's just say 10 minutes. I don't know the exact translation, but you know, obviously I'm going through this slower since I'm reading it out loud, you know, sometimes interjecting with thoughts, etc. Yeah, we're. Oh, dang it! The poison! I was kind of hoping for one more turn, but good effort. So, like, you know, when a section takes forever to read for, you know, in your head, takes forever times 2 to read for me. Which is probably why I'm so, like, I hate, like, section 11 and 12. I think it's 11 and 12. There's just kind of a whole lot of like not much happening. Oh, okay. Good things about this last belt though. I really loved Olga Marie in this last belt. If you haven't noticed. Oh yeah, I don't have a lot of casters, do I? Thig's AoE, Charlotte. I've never really used her. Is she? What do you do? Single enemy, hey! And do I have like a new, like a extra class single target up here? I don't see any. Qinshi Huang? Wait, what class is this? Why does he get a bonus against Assassin? Where does that come from? A passive? Oh, if you have the append skill, yeah. Is that arrow for offense, or is that just because he's defensive against it? Oh no, all the Yulis have. Okay, I just never noticed that before. We could probably do something with them solo. We got like Nightingale? No. Yeah, use him, why not? I've only used him a couple times. I think his Noble Phantasm is like basically think like Van Gogh, like lots of strong buffs for himself. And then he just goes ham. But obviously that's hard to make work with a, you know, a full team. What does it do exactly? Invincible, target focus, increase attack strength, critical strength. Yeah. What does this do? Stun. It's gonna trigger his thing. Yeah. Let's do defense. Okay, Charlotte, I don't really know what you do, but you have an arts up. This still seal crit stars each turn. Okay, we want again and beast strength. We want those. And you just a charge? Oh, it's for 2 people. Okay. I guess. See how much this does. What is this like? I don't remember this. Does she pull a bunny out of a hat? I'm kind of like, I have too many servants even though I like Charlotte. Yeah, okay. Well, same concept. She uses the hat, puts her angel thingy in it. What is that thing she has, by the way? Is that ever explained? It's probably near Pokédex entry. This Chinchilong. Or it doesn't have single target stuff, right? The taunt's meaningless. Lots of stars. Okay. Lactica Supercell. What was I on about? I keep getting sidetracked by the gameplay because I have to sort of think about it. Let's see how much this charges. 20. And like something for her. Not bad. Oh, we got the good stuff. Hopefully if we triple crit, maybe? It won't be enough, but it'll get close. Okay. What was I saying? I was talking about the length. How I hated section 11 and 12. I've talked about that a lot. Oh, Olga Marie. Yeah, she was definitely a standout. Like, and I said this in the beginning a lot, but I did really like the humor in this last belt. That did really help with the beginning in particular. Like, obviously there's times to, you know, treat it seriously, which it, you know, started to do during the dreaded section 7. Come on, it's not like section 7 was that bad, but that's kind of when, you know, it started to slow down. I think that's where Nemo died. I think it was section 7. It was around then. This won't be enough. Oh! It was enough! Good job, Shinshi Wong. His interlude's really good if you haven't done it, by the way. Oh, wait. Sword? Have an anime? Oh, he has his own thing! Last Supernova. Like how it zoomed in on him like it has a face. So why does Ord take the shape of a spider then? That might kill them. Maybe. Yeah, 187k. That's possibly lethal. Maybe. Again, we have one short arrow here. Is that just gonna be Protea and Benny Enma stuff, or they're gonna be like, oh, you need to stop him even more? Oh no, after this, no story until we beat the 5th bar. Jeez, okay. So yeah, I guess this, like, okay, we leave the rest to you, Horsey, or something. Cool anime scene time. King Protea better get a CG. I saw you flinch there, Ort. The flowing cereal phantasm. My fingers enclose the world. Here comes a frothy ocean of milk, releasing ultra-dense ether liquid. What servants is she again? I was assuming that's a reference to Hinduism? I know she has Tiamat. Or maybe there's another religion that has that. Yeah, I know. Let's just roll right off, you're rolling it. Guess I'll just have to grab hold of what we're after myself, won't I? Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Oh. Now, Benny Enma, do it! Well, I guess that counts as a CG. Understood. Well done, Protea. I'll leave the rest to Daiguren. I believe I can cut that boundary between life and death. Mountain blades, heed my call. Send these galactic storm clouds on their way. Oh, cool anime sword slice. Whoa, that was one hell of a shake. Did they do it? They did. For me, the galactic supercell shut down. Boyd hasn't slowed down. Now we can go into the next fight with an advantage. Which skill was that? I don't remember. I think it was an extra attack every turn that decreased max HP. Good, that's our first objective completed. Alright everyone, back on the shadow border. We're gonna make our way to the third stratum and deal as much damage to Ord as we can along the way. According to Trismegistus II, we destroy about 60% of Ord's outer shell. We can then blast it with the Storm Border's main cannon at point blank range to erase it for good. Hang in there, Horsey. We're in the home stretch now. It's an all-out battle and the second underworld will be the last. What about Brody and Betty Enma? Don't worry. Heard from both of them. Oh, they're still around? Team Protea said she's going to relax in the ocean of milk, but the rest is up to us now. Betty Enma said she would wave to us from the underworld's tallest mountain. Apparently, neither of them are going after Ord again, so that they don't get turned into crystal. Yeah, sure, wink wink. The Storm Border's primary cannon ready to fire. Oh yes, thanks to Rich Coco's incredible value in the third underworld, they've had time to get 2 engines running in parallel. They can fire the primary cannon anytime. All that's left now is for us to wear Ord down as much as we can. Great. As soon as Ord is damaged enough for the Storm Border to destroy it, as Trismegistus II calculated, we'll all make a mad dash for Chicken Itza. Okay. Now just... Oh, they're disappearing. I'm so tired. Another trip to another underworld wasn't bad enough. Between these mountains shredding my skin to ribbons and my friend slicing me along with the enemy, I'm done. Getting out of here? She lied! Taking my ocean of milk with me. See you around, Betty Enma. You did great, Protea. Your grappling would have given any sumo wrestler a run for their money. Chirp. Who knows? If you fought Ord in the first underworld, maybe you would have been able to finish it off with a backward belt throw worthy of a Yokozuna. I assume that's a sumo term. But are you sure you want to disappear here, Chirp? Wouldn't you rather say goodbye to him yourself? No need. You'd only get even more depressed if you saw my invincible self all beat up like this. Don't care how fatigued he is from summoning servants. Plenty used to that by now. Besides, I enjoyed watching him suffer. I just can't stand seeing him try to force a smile on top of all of that. Hate that kind of false bravado. I don't want to see him clutching his chest every time Ord observes another servant either. No, but that waifu! Spent so much quartz for her! Please, Ord, stop! So still don't disappear and that'll be it. What do you think? Nice and neat, no? Think I'll do the same. Hate for my master to see me at my worst. So I'm gonna wave goodbye to everyone from up here. Luckily, I'll have plenty of flint to spare. Chirp. I'll miss that smug Sakura face. Okay, that's the end. Hold on, I pulled up the Sakura 5 page on my phone. I haven't looked at it. Pet? Oh, how's your... No? Team Protea? All Earth Mother... Wait, she's all of them? Arivada. I don't know who Arivada is. From Indian mythology. I've never heard of them, but okay, that's where the ocean of milk comes from. Okay, next time. Lots of orc killing to do. Wait, where'd I go? Okay, there. Oh, Berserker, that's hopefully gonna be easy, hopefully. I have a couple foreigners left. And then, like, who's left to show up and make their appearance? Cool Kulkin, probably. Olga Marie, probably. Those two? Maybe Kirei will do something? No, that's impossible. Well, the Sakura Bros, though. The Sakura Bros have to come back. They're not dead. They're just lying in wait. Because, I mean, look at them. Or, did you see that? Oh, I'll have to look at that. I accidentally pressed the Windows key. Or it's just a big soccer ball. They can play Shakuto with them. It's gonna happen, everyone. They're coming back. So I guess then. And Tepu, obviously. Him having the Mystic Eyes of Death Perception has to do something. There's no way the person knows Ord and like cuts him and destroys them, but I can see him helping out in some regard. Anyways, see you guys next time for the second to last video, I think, of Nahui Mictlan. Well, I guess or Chibaba. Bye.